everybody, this is Chris Shoemaker, also known as Yehuda Ben Shomer, and welcome to the Daily Drosh. Today's Daily Drosh is taken from Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 4. And this is talking about how all the things that God did for the children of Israel when they made their exodus out of Egypt and they were traveling in the wilderness for 40 years. As you can imagine, and if you've ever been in the wilderness or had survival training or have, been in the woods or lived out in the middle of nowhere for any length of time and didn't have access to, the convenience of the city like stores and things of this nature, you know exactly how rough the wilderness can be and how quickly things wear out and wear down. No matter how well you take care of something, with continual use and with time and with erosion and just with things like that, things tear down and things break down. I don't know of anybody who has owned a pair of shoes for 40 years. Maybe there have, and maybe they only wear them once a week to church or something like that. I don't know. But, using something continuously for 40 years, things are going to naturally wear out and things are going to naturally wear down. This is called in science the second law of thermodynamics, meaning that, something starts out really great and really well and just degrades and disintegrates over time. So in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 4, it says, "Neither did your clothing wear out on you, nor did your foot swell these 40 years." Now, it's not like these Israelites had 10 or 11 change of clothes, a closet full of clothes, a dresser drawer, or a trunk full of clothes that they could wear and wear something different each day for 2 weeks. At most, they had 2 garments or 2 sets of clothing that they wore. And I'm sure that, producing thread or getting access to things to be able to repair clothing didn't come easy and it didn't come cheap, right? Just think about that. We read over this verse every year during the Torah portion cycle, and maybe just through our casual Bible reading. And does this really jumped out at me today as I was reading it? It jumped out at me this morning. "Neither did your clothing wear out on you, nor did your foot swell these 40 years." And if you're continually walking, continually jogging, your joints are going to wear out. Your joints are going to wear down. Your circulatory system is going to wear down, and you're going to cause major stress on that for walking 20 some miles every day or whatnot, right? But it says that your clothes didn't wear out, nor did your feet swell. This is a miracle. This is nothing short of a miracle. We see miracles as God splitting the Red Sea and allowing Israel to cross on dry ground and then collapsing, that part in the sea to drown Pharaoh and his men. Wow, that was great. It was spectacular. It was amazing. That's a miracle. But we read over this and we don't give it a second thought. Really think about that. Have you owned a garment for 40 years? And if you have you worn that garment every single day? If so, it's probably extremely, extremely rare. It says your clothes did not wear out, nor did your feet swell these 40 years. That is how much God loves us, and that is the caring detail that God puts into our lives. He knew the children of Israel would escape from Egypt with the clothes on their back and just the bread on their back that they held in their sacks, and whatever they were able to plunder from the Egyptians when they left. And that would eventually run out, and they would eventually use that to build the tabernacle and the things for the tabernacle, right? Or use and trade for food and water as they went through these other places and cities throughout the wilderness journey. But it says, "Neither did your clothes wear out, nor your foot swell these 40 years." God was like saying, you know what? I know you guys have a lot of stress on you. You guys gotta find food and water, and I'm gonna provide for you manna. I'm gonna provide for you quail, and sometimes you gotta fight your way through and get through these nations to be able to get to the promised land. I'm just gonna give you one less thing to worry about. I'm gonna allow your clothes to last for 40 years. That's just a small detail that makes a big difference, and it reminds me of what Yeshua said. That are you not more important than the sparrow? Are you not more important than the grass of the field that he clothes with beautiful flowers and it's here today and gone tomorrow? And, the sparrow that I provide food for every day, don't I care much more for you than for these things? And if I provide for them, am I not going to provide for you? So I just dwell on that miracle today for the Daily Drosh, that their clothes didn't wear out for 40 years, and how that really indicates how much God loves and cares for us. Hey guys, have a great one. Shalom. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. And don't forget to check out and subscribe to our social media accounts on Instagram at AD_International, on Facebook at Abraham's Descendants International, on Twitter at ADINT Ministries, and on Blogger at Ray Bash's Ramblings. And don't forget to check out and bookmark our website, abrahamsdescendants.com. Shalom.